In this video, we'll take a look at the Excel add-in's process data function. As opposed to raw data, this function returns aggregated data over set intervals using one of the 40+ aggregates available. To see a list of the aggregates and their description, click the Aggregate List button. To remove a function's results from the screen, select a cell within the array and click the Clear button. We'll start by selecting the tags we want to pass into the function, then click the Process Data button. You'll see the input range is set to use the tags we just selected. Users can edit this range or make a new selection and click the Set button. Next, we'll select a start and end time over which to return the data. These parameters will accept relative times seen here using keywords such as day and now, or literal times using the drop-down to select an actual date. For this example, let's have our time range start 7 days ago from midnight. To do that, I'll use the keyword day to normalize to the beginning of the current day, then subtract 1 week or 1 W. For the end date, let's choose an actual date from the date picker. If no end time is provided, the time will default to 12 a.m. Otherwise, type in the end time of choice. Next, decide if you want the timestamps to be returned in descending or ascending order. Then choose an aggregate and aggregate interval over which to calculate the data. For this example, I want to know what the first value was for each day. To do that, I'll select the start bound aggregate, then set my interval to 1 day. I can use 24 hours, or use a 1 followed by a period to separate days from hours. Even better, I can just use a relative time of 1 day. Relative times are advantageous when returning data over a time range which spans daylight savings when a day could be 23 or 25 hours. The Consolidate Duplicate Rows option will collapse the output of values if the value is the same from one interval to the next. For this example, I want to disable it because I want to see a value for every day, regardless if it is the same or not. Next, decide if you want to display the headers for each column or row, then decide the fields you want to display. For this example, I just want to return the timestamp as text and the value if good. Finally, decide if you want the tag outputs to be displayed vertically or horizontally. Since my tag list is vertical, I'll output my results vertically as well. I'll output the results to a cell in the first row so my daily start bound values line up with their corresponding tag name from the list. Select OK to apply the settings and close the window. Here we see the beginning value for each day over the last week. Blank cells indicate there is no data over the interval over which to return, or the data was bad. When returning process data over given intervals, the timestamp is marked at the beginning of the interval. That's all for the process data function. Thanks for watching.